I'm Brian, and that's Jeremy, and every week on PSVR,
This week,
we take a look at the new VR games that are coming to the PlayStation Store this week.
we gather up all the videos we could find, all the descriptions we can plagiarize, and we condense them down into the short video for you.
Sometimes we look at delayed games, updates, DLC, or new game announcements.
So without further ado, here's PSVR This Week.
The line of signal can't hide you anymore. It's time to face your ultimate challenge and be destroyed.
It's your time to become a dance master and take down Uriel, battle 9 of the best dancers from around the globe, and compete on global leaderboards. Featuring 45 songs by F777, Dance Collider is the ultimate dance and rhythm game.
Let's rock!
Diplomat in unit.
I always hate starting off PSVR this week on a sour note, but last week we reminded you that Budget Cuts was finally coming to PlayStation VR on July 10th. Sadly though, this isn't the case anymore. Over on the PlayStation blog, Ollie Axelson, game designer at Neat Corporation, broke the bad news that Budget Cuts has been delayed again, this time until September 25th. But with that announcement also comes the update that they're including a whole new level called Panopticon, designed specifically with PSVR in mind. Quote, with Panopticon, we wanted to put the player's journey and the importance of choice at the core of the level design. We do this by providing them with a clear and central goal that's easy to locate, but also hard to access. We wanted to encourage the player to pave their own path forward, either through brute force in action or through stealth and sneaking their way around in order to reach the center of the level. This week, we also get news that the long-awaited follow-up to Crisis Brigade will be here next week, specifically Tuesday, July 14th. Expect similar gameplay to the first, but with a much prettier veneer this time around, with more diverse enemies, and 3-player online co-op from the get-go. Well, July is finally here, which means the free Saints and Sinners Meat Grinder update is just around the corner. The Meat Grinder update introduces a new game mode called the Trial, where players will face off against relentless waves of walkers. As players survive each round, they'll be rewarded with points based on their performance, and face new challenges as each level adds to the ever-growing hordes of walkers. Crafting the ultimate arsenal and using the environment for any advantage will be key to surviving. Additional changes come in the form of the new Absolution Katana weapon skin, a new environment designed specifically for the trial, and a new difficulty level for the main game that emphasizes story over gameplay challenge. Zombie shooter Pancake House got its first patch the other day, and while no major changes were made, the patch notes reveal that the environments were brightened up, but also that they, quote, removed bad tutorial images, end quote. What this ultimately amounts to is that instead of adding the flashlight that the tutorial and loading screens refer to, they simply ditched all references to the flashlight. Interesting strategy to say the least.
To the underworld where you belong!
One of our more anticipated games is Undead Citadel, and while developers Dark Curry originally planned for a Q2 release, the reason for the delay is a good one. Basically, they redid the entire physics engine, and based on this animated GIF, the work was certainly worth the wait. The PlayStation VR version will be launching aside the PC version sometime in Q3, so expect to see this one sometime within the next couple months.
See? The dead can still die!
Developer Sin Studio has been trickling out images and videos of their upcoming game Swordsman VR over the last few weeks. They're shooting for an August or September release, and so far everything we've seen has looked very promising. The video you're seeing here will be practically identical to what you can expect to experience on the PS4 Pro, with further optimizations needed to be done on the base PS4 to see if or what changes need to be made. And of course, if you haven't downloaded July's free PlayStation Plus game Rise of the Tomb Raider yet, make sure you grab it, even if just for the exclusive VR content. It's basically just a first-person mode where you can explore Croft Manor and solve a few puzzles, but the visuals are top-notch and totally worth checking out. Thank you guys so much for tuning into another episode of PSVR
This week. We'll be back next week to keep you up to date on all the VR games coming to the PlayStation Store.
But keep in mind that no one outside of Sony really knows what games are coming when.
But we'll do our best to keep you up to date each and every week on PSVR This Week.